Today in New York starts now, and good morning to you.
And still to come on this Sunday morning, we're going to meet the woman who wrote an off-Broadway show with a global take on some teenage drama and carries a message of empowerment.
You're watching Today in New York.
Well, a lot of us, of course, have seen that one. That's Tina Fey's cult classic Mean Girls on the big and the small screen. Some of you may have even seen the Broadway show, but have you ever heard of this one, Schoolgirls? If not, the playwright's joining us this morning. She's got the details on a fantastic play that is downtown off-Broadway, and it is such a big raid. This New York Times theater critic, I'm telling you, this is an encore performance because it was here last year, and it was so good. First time the MCC Theater's ever brought back a production. And Jocelyn Vio is joining us this morning to talk about the African Mean Girls play. Jocelyn, I'm so proud of this. This is so great. You must be.
I'm very proud. I'm elated, honestly. It's such a thrill, really, to be able to do the play.
Well, tell us about it, because I mean, you know, we don't stop and think about this. This takes place in a boarding school in Ghana, where your mother was born. Yes. And where your mother
attended the school, actually.
Was a mean girl.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm like, not really, but I'm taking liberties there. But yeah, it's set in a boarding school in Ebri, which is in the mountains of Ghana, which is where my mother went to school. And it centers around a girl named Paulina, who's kind of the queen bee of her pack. And a new girl transfers into the school, and comedy and drama ensue as they both compete to be the next contestant for the Miss Ghana pageant.
Oh dear. Now this play, as funny as that sounds, because we all know how teenage drama unfolds, but there's also some controversy, some uncomfortable subject matter, colorism, you know, and poverty, and all of those things come into play. But you come at it with a comedic bent, and it's sort of
I mean, that's the hope, you know. I mean, spoonful of sugar is kind of how the medicine goes down, and I always think that comedy is a funny way of being serious. And so I knew that my portal in was always going to be, you know, in a comedic way, and hopefully the audiences will come and enjoy it and see facets of themselves in the play, and then really see the universality of the story.
Well, that's what the MCC Theater's mission is, right? To provoke conversation that you might not hear anywhere else. You know, except you know, when it's in a way you're airing a little dirty laundry, but then everybody gets a chance to shake it out.
Exactly.
And now tell us a little bit. You yourself are an actress and a playwright, but this was not your bent. You were looking to do more searing drama about your people from your parents.
I was. I mean, I was really. I mean, usually the narrative of African stories, especially in American theater, is something of struggle or strife, some sort of poverty story. And you know, while that is true for a lot of the continent, it's not true for all of the continent. And like, my parents are everyday working people who emigrated to America in the late 1960s and, you know, raised 3 children here and wanted, you know, to have a good life. And so it was important to me to be able to add to the conversation of how the diaspora is reflected. And so I started working on a bunch of different, you know, comedic, you know, plays, but Schoolgirls, you know, came about, and I was like, well, let's see how it goes. And thankfully MCC wanted to produce it.
Twice.
I know. Well, the subtitle helps, you know. I mean, it is like a quiet, you know, wink and homage, obviously, to Mean Girls. I love that play. I also love the book, Queen Bees and Wannabes. And so I wanted to be able to, like, kind of wink at the universality of these tropes. And so now it kind of, you know, it helps, I guess, put that in the Mean Girls in your subtitle. Everyone wants to come see it.
I wanted to see it even before I knew that, so I can't wait to see this play. It's only here until December the 9th, though, right?
December 9th. We're extended, but that is the last date of our extension. And so I'm just thrilled that the audiences, how many audiences have been able to come, how many school children have come. We've had over 800 students be able to come and see the show, which is so important to me. But yeah, we only go to the 9th, so everyone needs to hurry up and get their tickets.
I'll see you Tuesday. Again, it's at the Lucille Hotel Theater on Christopher Street. It's sponsored by the MCC Theater, produced by that. Thank you so much. We're coming right back with a final check of your Sunday forecast. You're watching Today in New York. Thank you, Jocelyn.
Thank you.
Oh,
I
what a pleasure.
It.